High above the world, where the air is thin and the sky stretches endlessly, Nimbus the cloud drifted across the big blue sky, feeling the gentle push of the wind guiding him along. He was a tiny cloud, small and fluffy, surrounded by much larger, grander clouds. Nimbus felt very insignificant, like a mere speck in the vast expanse. "I'm just a tiny puff," he sighed, his voice barely a whisper in the vast sky. "What good am I?" The other clouds seemed so big and important, casting vast shadows on the earth below and creating impressive thunderstorms that rumbled and roared. Nimbus, on the other hand, could barely manage a sprinkle, a light drizzle that hardly made a difference. He wished he could be bigger, bolder, and make a real difference in the world. He dreamed of being a cloud that people would look up to and admire. He longed to be noticed, to be useful, but he felt lost and insignificant in the vastness of the sky, wondering if he would ever find his true purpose. Down below, the world was changing, transforming in ways that were both dramatic and heartbreaking. The once lush green fields, which had been a source of life and sustenance, were turning brown and dry, their vitality sapped by the relentless heat. The rivers and streams, once full of sparkling water that nourished the land, were shrinking under the relentless glare of the sun. The animals who depended on these water sources were suffering immensely. The birds panted with their beaks open, desperately seeking a drop of water to quench their thirst, their usual songs replaced by silent pleas for relief. The plants wilted, their leaves drooping towards the dry earth, unable to withstand the harsh conditions. Their once vibrant green now faded and lifeless. The once vibrant world, full of color and life, seemed to be losing its essence, turning dull and desolate under the unyielding sun. The sun, usually a source of warmth and joy, now seemed to scorch the earth with its intense heat, turning the landscape into a barren wasteland. The land was parched, desperate for even a single drop of rain, its cracked surface a testament to the severity of the drought. The earth cried out for mercy, but the skies remained unforgiving. Nimbus looked down and saw the plight of the earth below. He felt a pang of sadness, a deep empathy for the suffering creatures. He wished he could help, but felt powerless, a tiny cloud against such a vast problem. Then he remembered something his mother cloud used to tell him. "Every drop counts, Nimbus. Even the smallest act of kindness can make a difference." Filled with newfound determination, Nimbus began to gather the water droplets around him. He might be small, but he could still try. He could still do something. With all his might, Nimbus squeezed out a shower of rain. He had been gathering his strength for days, waiting for the perfect moment to release his precious cargo. It wasn't much, just a light drizzle at first. The tiny droplets seemed almost insignificant against the vast, thirsty landscape. But as he poured out his heart, something magical happened. The drizzle began to intensify, each drop joining forces with the others, creating a symphony of rain. Other small clouds, inspired by Nimbus's bravery, joined him. They had been watching from afar, hesitant at first, but now they felt a surge of courage. Together, they unleashed a steady, gentle rain that revitalized the parched land. The once dry and barren fields began to soak up the moisture, transforming before their eyes. The dry, cracked earth drank in the life-giving water, turning a vibrant green once more. It was as if the land itself was coming back to life, rejuvenated by the collective effort of the clouds. The wilted plants perked up, their leaves regaining their vibrant hues. Flowers began to bloom, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of new growth. The animals rejoiced, their thirst quenched by the much-needed rain. Birds sang, and creatures of all kinds emerged from their hiding places to celebrate the newfound abundance. Nimbus, no longer feeling small or insignificant, beamed with pride. He realized that his efforts, though small, had made a tremendous impact. He learned that day that true courage wasn't about size, but about the willingness to act, to make a difference, no matter how small. Every drop, every effort counts in the grand tapestry of life.